This is the Impossible Role series. It will be a series of video posted online, and they are speeches that I love, mostly from Shakespeare. And those are speeches that are very specific for actors. Not everybody can do them due to limitations in gender, in age, but the words are so nice and full of wisdom and interesting. It's just for the fun and the pleasure and the privilege to say those words. Well, acting for me is always been somewhat part of what I am, just I never openly acknowledged until very recently. I started just goofing off when I was a kid. I remember clearly, like it was yesterday. My cousin was used to come visit, usually for Christmas. We exchange Christmas, New Year's Eve. So we visit because she lived in another city. And we were very, very, very passionate about one specific series of movies they do for Christmas. Like even here in the States, every Christmas you see the same scheduled movie every year. In Italy, it's the same. And we loved one specifically so much that we watched it so many times we knew every line for every character. And we decided to stage it for our parents. So that was actually one of the very first performances. And I did something since I was in primary school, all through my middle school, and then to adulthood. I just love being involved in theater. My heart is really set on the theater. That's what I get trained for it. That's what I think is the very basis, and you build from that. And if you're really good at it, you have a smoother transition if ever you have your chance in movie and television. So, theater. My dream role, there's so many that I would love to do. But if I have to pick one, will be the character of Volumnia in the play Coriolanus by William Shakespeare. I have a specific love for this piece because it's the one of the speeches she does in the play. It was my audition for drama school. So it's a long-term relationship with that character, and I love it dearly. In my mind, there are two kinds of actors. Somebody that is just so talented and is in the right place at the right moment, and they just start at some level doing it. So they are taken up from local community theater companies and they go up professionally, or they're chosen for advertising, movies, TVs, in smaller roles, and they build from that. Others, and I believe I'm in this second category, they go to drama school to get trained, usually classically trained, mostly for theater first, because I believe we need that foundation to really, really be good. And I always said that. I don't care of fame. I don't care of becoming a star in a classical sense. What I want to do is to be excellent at acting, excellent on the stage, excellent for what I do. And I think going to drama school gives me the tool to work toward that goal. I have the most, probably, the most eclectic collection of interests and hobbies. They go from photography. I've been a photographer for 14 years. Writing. I wrote a book. I write poetry. I wrote a script. Well, several scripts actually. But acting to me kind of is like a blanket that gets everything in it. On the other hand, I also really love science. I love medicine, biology, I love chemistry, I love physics. Um, so those part of myself that in most people may be in conflict, they're really not. They just, I guess, they just enrich what I can bring on the scene as an actor. All the activities that I did, they are like parts of a big picture. They're like the little pieces of a big jigsaw puzzle, basically. And nothing that I do exclude everything else. They just give me experience that I can use, that I can build on when I'm building a character. Whatever the character is, if I have to play a doctor, I can use part of my education because I was a pre-med student to get into it. If I have to play an artist, of course I can draw from my visual arts, photography and video. I can draw from my literary background as a writer. And all those parts just enrich what I can do. They're like tools in a toolbox. And I just have to pick which one I need. And the good part of being an actor is the growth is constant. We never stop learning, we never stop growing, we never stop being curious. And that's just the fun of it.